Okay, then I'm gonna record. Boom. Record to this computer. Okay, cool. Now we should be Gucci.
Got it.
I'm trying to figure out the kinks in like the little clip thing, how we can make it better. Because I when I was going through that, I was like, oh man, this is how the quality could get way better.
Oh yeah. I saw the quality. But I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was artistic. Mm-hmm. You know how? And I know we live. Well, are we live?
Yeah, we live.
Hold on, let me get my video right. But you know how like the green screen joint be looking janky?
Oh yeah, exactly.
But like that's how it's supposed to be. So I was like, maybe it's just artistic.
No, it was janky. But I was like, I at least want to get the idea out of like how I see it in my head, and I knew that clip would be a good one.
Yeah. No, that works. That works, bro. Like it super works. I like that joint.
What up, bro?
What up, pimp? Young Mr. Sandman Griffin. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. One day, we gotta do something special for Quintendo and Sandman.
Oh yeah, they go there.
Because they be here. Not only do they be here on time, bro.
And been here.
And been here for years.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, look, salute to you, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Really. Yes, you all are like honorary team. I don't know. What's the highest? We're in a football team, but y'all would be the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
If we're a football team, you all would be quarterbacks.
Facts.
So let me go ahead and kick off this show, and I'm gonna get a perfect intro. You just wait. You just watch and wait.
My boy said I'm ready.
Man, it's going to go down.
Hold on,
so listen,
hold on. Before you do that, that the ice from the calls in the back, the chain on the calls figurine, it just hit my eye and it blinded me for a second. I just had to make that be aware. I was like, God.
You know what?
That's gangster. That's gangster.
You just open yourself up to a lot of shots during this show, bro. I'm going to shoot some shots at you because you've been you've been looking a little icy blingy.
Hey,
blingy blowy. Well, look, I'm not gonna intro the show yet. We're gonna focus in on your hoodie there.
Oh,
we're gonna focus it on the
just Lakers gang, you know what I mean? Just little Lakers. You know?
No, it's fire. It's fire. And already I know that what that hoodie entails, so I think the back is extra fire.
Oh yeah, the back, and it's velvet in the inside, which makes it. Now I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know velvet inside hoodies was a thing. So now I'm spoiled. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's like I put on the other hoodies. I'm like, this ain't the same, bro. This ain't the same. So yeah.
So I got a chain on my little cause joint. Mm-hmm. True. However, inside of my hoodie, there's no velvet. There's no velvet. just lint giving cotton.
Hey man, but if that hoodie's Dior, it don't matter. You know what I mean? So it just depends on what kind of hoodie it is today. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go ahead and start the show.
Exactly.
Boys. Listen, man. Welcome to UnQuantized Podcast. It is the #1 podcast for producers by producers. On this podcast, we tell industry stories, give producer gems, we give tips, and most importantly, we help you get to the bag and get the placements and the money that you deserve as a producer. I am one of your hosts, Young SoundOracle out here, and that fellow with the velvet inside of his hoodie on the other side is Young Trezza Flocka Velvety Flames.
Hi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And now we can start the show. We don't have any sound effects today because I don't know what's going on, but we don't need them. We're just going old school. Woo, 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 woo.
I got to figure that out too. That's another thing I need to figure out. I'm glad you said that. Let me write it down. It's got to be a way we could do that. You know what I'm saying? I think I know how to do it. I just got to figure it out. I just forgot until you just said it. So thank you for that.
No problem. Bro, I got a question. We can start kind of techie today. I'm actually looking for the best screen recording software. And I feel like you're going to say it's OBS.
Yeah, but it's two OBSs. So it's like, to me, it's the confusing old school one that looks like you ever see like people working on an old TV station and it's like they got that software that you like, I don't know what the hell the software is, but it's just there. Yeah. It's an OBS that looks like that. And then it's the new Streamlabs OBS is more for like gaming. It's more updated. I use that one, but you know, I think the older one has more like flexibility, if I'm correct.
Yeah, but it looked like the cockpit of a 747.
I hate it. I hate the way it looks, bro. It stressed me out.
I seen that joint. That's why I've never really been into video editing outside of my phone because of the way programs look. Yeah. But this is also coming from a person like I could say that, but at the same time, like I use Ableton. So who am I to say something looks complicated? You know,
OBS I think is your best bet. I mean, it's the other ones, but to me, OBS is like pretty decent. I'm actually trying to figure out because I was trying to figure out how to record a TikTok. I'm actually trying to make beats and do, make a beat on TikTok. You know what I mean? Screen recording, all that stuff.
Sounds like beat making videos are coming back for you.
When you say it like that, man, it doesn't seem as exciting. Okay, you kind of ruined the fun for it when you put it like that. You know what I mean? They're just videos that I happen to be making beats in, not beat making videos. You get what I'm saying? That's the way I'm looking at it.
I ain't gonna lie. Now that you say it, big difference.
Yeah, big difference. But like a perfect example, Decap, the way he has like the screen at the top and then he has his. So I gotta just sit down and figure that out. That's the thing for this weekend that I'm gonna figure out is like getting that together.
That's fire. I was looking for something where you could do like the zoom in on a portion of the screen wherever something is happening, that type of deal. And I'm pretty sure OBS can do that. I didn't check, but I'm almost certain because. So what ended up happening? Coming out with a product, but then, and I guess I'm being transparent on the show. Ain't got nothing else to do. So listen, I was coming out with a product, cassette one shots. We talked about that already. But then I'm like, I think this year I want to do a lot more Ableton specific stuff.
Sure.
So this joint is not going to only be for Ableton, but I am entertaining making an Ableton version of it because I could. Because the thing, you know how I am with all the racks and all the like the crazy stuff I do in Ableton. So this will be a way for me to like share it, put a spin on things. Because if, let's say a product like this, if it becomes a thing, it's like getting a new VST every time. You know what I mean? Because instruments in there is in a rack where you can control the effects and all that stuff.
So navigate,
very easy to navigate. So it's kind of like getting a VST each time. So I think I really want to do Ableton specific stuff. I feel like it'll be dope for revenue. It'll be a dope new product line, and it'll bring joy to my heart because I feel like your product should be tied into things that you love to do in your spare time. You
are Mr. Ableton, so you know what I mean. I wouldn't expect it from nobody else.
Yeah, and I think people don't know except for you. You in Houston though.
Hey,
you Houston and MacGyver. So I've been doing the focus group stuff. Shout out to the focus groups. Man, Beats Music, of course, podcast producer. He's definitely out there, team captain. Zulu Child, he's been like my number one focus group guy, like beta tester. The feedback is amazing. But I've had about 13 people beta test this project. 13 people beta tested using Ableton because the reason why I did it, I wanted to test out this new focus group delivery that I got, which I'll tell you about. And I wanted to test out just delivering things in Ableton for Ableton users. Because if you think about it, like, all right, if I make something in Ableton, like how do you deliver it to where somebody could just open up their, click on it, and it's automatically there. So I'm figuring that out while having them test the instruments. So what I got is racks. Every time you load it up, each thing has a set. So you click on the set and it'll be like all the pianos. But I got it like presets. You just click on one for the first preset, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way going down. And it got a knob you could scroll through them. It's real. Fun. It's dope. It works. It really works just like a VST.
That's hard.
Yeah, bro. So Ableton stuff coming through. But shout out to the focus group because if it didn't work with them and they didn't like it or give me positive feedback, it wasn't going to happen.
Back to the drawing boards.
Yeah, facts.
So who we got in here? We got Slugging Tunes. He says, "What's up? Greetings from CH. Where is CH? What is it?
Yeah, Chicago.
Wait, Chirac? No,
Chirac. Yeah.
I don't know why I feel like it's somewhere foreign. I don't know. Let me know what CH is. And then he also says, I'll throw a question in. Does anybody know here how to quantize in 1/16th, 1/32nd, or 1/64th, or 1/28th triplet dot in FL like machine, for example?
Come on, FL guy.
So like, okay, hold on. So I'm weird of trying to explain stuff. I wish Busy was in here because he could really tell you super easy. So you highlight, Control A, right? You quantize, and then it's going to be at the top right. I mean, it's just weird. It's different. It's not like how, I mean, they have the settings at the little top and it should do it. But to be honest, I don't really quantize like that on Fruit Loops. It sounds weird, but I like quick quantize and then I just like nudge everything because I don't necessarily like how I'm not used to it. That's what it is. But it should be a little thing where you could do the dotteds and the 1/28ths and all that stuff. But it is a little different.
Dope.
I'm sorry, I couldn't give you a better, because all I can see in my head is,
I bet you we got it though.
Yeah, it's at the top right though.
Wait, speak of the boy, we can get to. I see Quintendo said something too, but real quick, Quintendo, hold your junk because I see the homie, my brother in the building, DJ MacGyver. Happy New Year, bro. Yes, sir,
my brother.
Man, Happy New Year to your family. Yo, you got to come down here. It's going down. It's going down, but you already know that, so just come on down here.
And he says we need to make an Oculus room, bro. I'm so sold on getting an Oculus.
Let's go.
I'm getting an Oculus soon, bro. Because shout out to my dog Tom, man. So you know Tom well.
Yes, sir.
Y'all, he'd be in the chat sometimes. Dr. Love, right? This is my bro. Make beats with him, right?
Super Tom is at this point.
He's like a very tech guy, right? So if it's about stocks, crypto, tech, anything, Tom's the dude you want to know. Wow. And he sent me a clip yesterday of him and this other dude making beats in the metaverse on the Oculus, but they were using FL. Bro, I was so confused. I had so many questions because the dude was like dancing. You could see his vision and you could see him dancing and like open his hands and stuff like that. And then you'd be like, oh yeah, let me go over here. And it's just such a wild thought of like, I'm going to go inside of this thing to make beats on my computer with somebody. So, it's just a weird concept, but it's so fly, bro. I ain't gonna,
bro. When you want to do this,
bro?
I'm ready. And surprisingly, I'm in the kitchen 2 days ago, and I'm just talking about Oculus stuff. And even my wife was like, "So what's up? When we getting these joints?" I was like, "Oh, that's always a plus when everyone's down."
Oh yeah.
I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'll get 2 of them joints because they going for the low. That's how you know they want everybody to have one. Going for, in comparison to what it is and." That it's the hot technology now, it's going for the low. The same way that Amazon sold Echoes at such a low price forever, it's because they want everybody to have one. The product, the product is what you do with it. They just want you to have it in your home, and that's when they start making the money.
Yeah, like for Amazon, like giving the Alexas away, Alexa stop. It's like their long play is like, I'm going to sell more products in the long run. We have access to you now. So I'm gonna take the loss on this drink and let everybody have them in their crib. I think that's what they're doing. The Oculus drink, bro. Because my homeboy had the first one. You had to be hooked to a computer, right, to do anything. Like you had to have like a gaming computer. Now it's like he's like, bro, you could do most of the stuff on the Oculus. So I'm definitely about to try to cop one soon. I'm ready, dog. Hey man, I'm trying to have some.
I gotta get my Ableton on. My Meta Ableton on.
Bro, we get into the Matrix so soon. That's like, man. I love it though.
Yeah, fire. Yo, real quick, we don't have to stay here because I know it's stuff in the chat, but did you see the Matrix?
The new one?
Yeah.
No.
Fam, it is so trash.
You know I ain't see it. You know, if anybody ain't seen the movie, it's gonna be me.
Fam, it's trash. I watched the first 15 minutes of that jump twice. First time, I was doing something. Second time, hell, I was doing something, but I could tell it don't matter if I was doing absolutely nothing. That joint is trash. So, just sorry, had to get that on up out me right there.
Facts. Okay, let's see. Ever thought about doing an advanced Ableton course?
Yes, I have. That would be one of those joints. Okay, so when I was in Paris and I did the workshop in Paris, that's what that was. It was 3 hours long. But it was essentially a whole advanced Ableton course. My thing is the videotaping and the editing. Because like I can sit in front of a group of people and be like, this, that, third, I'd rather do that for 3 hours live than to spend a week taping a course and editing it. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but I'd rather just go live off the cuff. It's so much easier for me. But saying all that to say, I'm getting into it. That's why I asked about the screen recorder earlier.
Ooh, my bad.
Is that water a little spicy?
Yeah, it's water. Yeah, a little spicy water.
Spicy water.
It's spicy water.
So, but I do feel like with launching a new line of products comes education. That's why I was asking about the screen recorder, because I'm going to have to make videos explaining how to use certain things, how to do certain things. And if it's all Ableton based, I may hit a little flow, and I may want to, continue doing it. That's why I want to start with the best like screen recorder and all that stuff, just in case I happen to like it.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hey, how do you guys send emails to supervisors or people to submit packs to like Big Fish Audio? I ain't gonna.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
don't have no idea, to be honest. I've never submitted. I mean, I would, as a business owner and someone who sells sample packs, right? I'm probably gonna have something at the bottom of the website where it's like join or like a
Contact
affiliate.
us.
Yeah, and then I would shoot my shot there. But personally, I've never filled out another one. No, I was on sounds.com. I think does that count? But that was like, hey, do you want to do this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You didn't. I don't know if
Yeah.
you necessarily reached out to them so
Yeah.
much as, but I would you gave great advice. I would do that. Like go to the website, go to the contact us or whatever. Shoot your shot there, and then you could always shoot your shot on the company social DMs on Instagram and on Twitter. Shoot your shot. Dog, when I first reached out to Native and I got involved with Native, I called their customer service and just shot my shot from customer service until I moved my way up.
Press 9. You press a 0, like, hey man.
I'm on the phone with the customer service person, like, listen, this is who I am. This is what I'm trying to do. I was trying to get that sampling keyboard. I was trying to make that. Like, I was trying to make a piece of hardware, and I called customer support. And I'm like, listen, I don't need help with that. But what I need help with is the person I would talk to about this. And then I laid it out, and they were like, hold, please. After 2 days of hold, please, I ended up meeting a lot of people. I forgot the main person I met, but then that's how I ended up meeting like Stoney and a whole bunch of people.
Right.
Because she was with Native at the time.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
shout out to Justin Myrax too. That's how I met him.
Oh yeah, cool dude.
Yeah.
Hold on. So now I'm confused. He says, like, I tried to send beats to them using their samples to use as demos. So so is that what is your end game? That's what I guess. Like, what do you want from Big Fish Audio or a company like that?
He wants to be featured on their site as a producer. I get it.
But what does that do? And I'm not trying to be funny. What does that do for you though? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm think I know. I'm trying to understand the end game. That's why I'm just like,
I'm gonna guess before he answers. It doesn't really do too much for you, but I guess it's one of those things. It's not the grandest plan in the world, but it's what you do with it. Because if you do end up with that, then you in turn can go back and show that you've been featured here. However, your reach depends on it. Who you show it to depends on it. Like I said, it's not the grandest plan to get on, but it's a lowercase shot.
What I would do, bro, I mean, and this is just me freestyling. Why don't you make content revolving around a pack and do it like that rather than, because me and Oracle both sell sample packs. You sending me a beat of something that you did with a sample, it's cool and I enjoy it. I like hearing how people flip it. But for marketing business wise, it's hard to market that. You know what I'm saying? But if someone sends a clip of them making a beat or a video with it, it's very easy for us to promote and do different stuff with it and content and use it in different ways and way more appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Not you know what I'm saying? It's more.
Yeah, I got it. So let's put both of those plans together. The first plan that you had of contacting them and reaching out to them and all that, that's cool. Save that as phase 2. Phase 1, make the content. It's like Tristan was talking about. Make the content. You want to tag them in it all the time because that's a way of like DMing somebody without DMing them. They're gonna see that you tag them in it, and then after you got X amount of weeks, months, whatever of content, then you can explore a second phase of reaching out if they don't get back with you. Like so that way when you hit them, you're not just hitting them with a request. You could also link to a whole bunch of videos you made using stuff with their product. You know what I mean? So now they've seen you here, they've seen you there. And it was in no place where you just hand out asking for something. You were showing and proving. So I think that's a good route. And
last thing on this subject, I say, I've been studying about like brand deals and all this stuff, how that works lately. Because, a couple situations came up and I just I never took the time to understand how that works. So I would suggest make sure that you make your page like brand friendly. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're trying to like promote yourself or like sample packs and stuff like that, like show other cases of you doing that. Like even if it's for the free ski or whatever, like if you're trying to get clothes from a company, they want to see you in outfits. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure your page got some fits on there. You got to have some fits. You know what I mean?
Good point. Once
Yeah,
you get the eyes, they gotta give them something to see.
Exactly. So just make sure that you have that kind of set up for all of that. Hey man, the producer kit, SoundOracle.net. If you want to make content, you know what I mean?
Come on now.
Great place to start since we're already talking, you know what I mean?
You know.
I mean, we appreciate content here. I don't know about those other guys.
So Slugging Tunes says, as a proud owner of several SoundOracle packs, I asked myself if I need to clear samples one day. So basically, do you need to clear samples? If you go to the product page, it will tell you whether it is royalty free or not. Most of the products on the site are royalty free. There are a few that aren't. Here's a hint. If I collaborated with somebody on it, those are the only ones that may or may not be royalty free. Everything else is royalty free. But if you go to the product page, it'll say royalty free. And if it doesn't say royalty free, it will have all the licensing info and instructions on that page at the bottom.
Facts. Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed.
Where's Stoney? I haven't seen her on Instagram in like 3 years.
Check her stories. She posts in her stories every now and then. And she replied to one of my stories that I posted last night today. And I thought the same thing. I was like, hey, Stoney.
I feel like I had just saw her post like the other day. I was like, oh, Stoney. Yeah, Stoney. Let's see. All right, let's see what we got in the news. Oh, bro, I thought this was a crazy joint, right? So you know who Disclosure is?
No.
So Disclosure, they're producer DJs, right? You know, they had like a song called Latch with Sam Smith. They had Omen. You've heard their music, bro. Like if you heard, they're probably like the most mainstream house in that kind of vibe. You've definitely heard their music, right? And one of their biggest songs, people talk. He was like, "Yeah, people be in the studio talk about how analog it is and like the details and what keyboard they got it from." He's like, "Bro, it's a stock Logic sound, and this is what we made this huge hit on." And people are so like amazed that it's like a stock. And I was like, "Bro, nobody." At the end of the day, most people had no idea, bro, or don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a good like. It shows because they're known for using analog stuff too. They're known for like, and it's like, I mean, for us it is. For creativity, I feel like it's great. But like, normal people, normal everyday people, they could care less about it. So it's like, man, if you got stocks, plugins, man, run them joints up, man.
Listen, you know what I mean? If you don't have the bread for analog or outboard gear, or you just simply don't have the interest, just know that there's not something wrong with you, and you're not a lesser producer. Some people are more purists, or some people are more collectors, or it's levels to this.
Right.
It's definitely levels to this, but don't feel bad because just like you said, two things. Number one, they made this hit with a stock sound. Been done all the time. Stock loops, stock sounds, all of that stuff. Also, a lot of it has to do with the reputation. If you get a reputation as an early riser, you don't have to wake up early a day in your life. Meaning, if people see you and start to know you for doing one thing, even if you stop doing that thing, when your name comes up, people will be like, oh, that's the person that does X, Y, and Z. Which is why you should not try serial killing one time, because you'll forever be a serial killer. Wait. So, serial killing, I only kill one person.
Can you do it? Is that a serial if it's only one person? How does that work? Is it
what makes it serial? I guess it has to be more than one to be serial.
Yeah, isn't it like a number requirement? But that's a weird combo. I mean, we're going down a weird road, but I'm just.
This goes to another conversation. I promise I'm going to get back. There's a section of things that I want to ask my Amazon Echo, but I'm like, the police will show up if I do.
So many times, bro. I'm like, bro, it ain't enough incognito and the VPNs to ask these questions. But I be wondering, dog. I be like, man, I don't want to type it in.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'll guess.
What was that movie where you would think of a crime and they would arrest you for it?
Minority Report.
They be like, his Google search is
which ironically is what I think the police will receive when I ask that question. Somewhere at a police station, they will get a message called a Minority Report about me asking this question.
They be like, is Oracle back Googling again?
There's a minority that we have to report on because he's asking random questions.
Again, this is a fax machine full of papers.
Not again. Like, I don't know if he's inquisitive or psycho. Like, nah, I'm just inquisitive. Okay. What's the chat talking about? Because I got a few topics. I got a few questions.
Let's see. I
Wanna
have
make
some
sure
dope
we ain't
stuff with the
neglecting
R&B loops. Thanks for the info. But no
Hey,
problem,
hey.
IG. No problem.
Young Ascending Keys, what up?
Young Ascending, what up?
Ascending was in here last week too for the first time in a long time, and it was towards the end of the show, and I meant to shout him out and I didn't. So thanks for showing up. Not once for once in the blue, but you showed up again the second week, bro. I just wanted to let you know we appreciate it just as much as we appreciated that jacket that you had on in New York.
Hey, man. Amazing. That boy was killing that jacket. That's how you know that joke was hard when you remember that.
Fam,
bro, it's a few moments of that trip I remember, and that jacket is one I was like, damn, that boy clean. That boy looked like he about to perform at any moment, like right now.
Genius. Listen, most people walk on the red carpet. No, not Ascending Keys. And what you doing with that carpet before you lay it down? Cut me off. I'm gonna go hit Dapper Dan, and I'll be right back. Yeah, my man was styling though. He was super styling. I ain't gonna lie to you. Quintendo, you laughing because you was there. You seen it.
That was a good trip, man.
It was amazing, bro. We can't stop talking about that trip. Shout out to Young Busy Works Beats.
Because it was brother. If people knew the 24 hours of like how lit that 24 hours was, he was drunk the whole time, bro.
Super drunk from Georgia.
From Georgia to there in the morning. And then someone gave us a whole bottle of whiskey. And so we was running around. Yeah. Shout out to him, dog. It was it homemade? It was something special about the whiskey.
Wait, yeah, it was homemade.
Yeah, it was fire too.
Yeah.
And then we couldn't travel with that. So we had to kill that. You know what I mean?
Had to kill it. Everybody was Zulu Child was there, Quintendo was there, Sandman was there, Ascending Keys, of course, was there. Punit was there. Bro, everybody.
Shout out to my dog Punit, man. Love my bro, man. Punit's the nicest guy, man. I talk to Punit like once a week, bro. That's like my dog.
Punit is awesome, bro.
Shout out to Punit. Yeah. He helped us out super crazy early in the podcast days.
He was the first one.
Yeah. Young Punit, man. The GOAT.
Yeah. Bro, okay. So here's a topic. I want to talk about, hold on, let me phrase this right, just in case this becomes a clip. I gotta watch out how I phrase things. I try to be concise just in case things become clips. I don't sound crazy on the clip.
Learn my lesson.
All right. So if you think about this, like think about your favorite songs. 9 times out of 10, you like the beat of the song, or you might not like the song. Are there songs that you love where you don't necessarily like the beat, but the lyrics are bigger than the song? For instance, yeah, you can have a favorite song, the beat is jamming. A lot of times the lyrics, trash. Like you ever listen to a Michael Jackson song that you loved, and then you go back and read the lyrics, not like they're trash, but you'd be like, walking on ghost field. Like what are you talking about? You never knew the lyrics, but you love the beat. Is there a song where you're like, I don't really rock with this beat, but the lyrics are amazing and it's one of my favorite songs?
Bro, I'm trying to think. I don't think it is for myself, bro.
I don't think it is for anyone.
If I don't like the beat, I don't even get to bro, it'll take me 10 times listening to a song to even think about the words. It's like, I'm only focused on the beat. I could care less about the words at the beginning. You know what I mean? And then it's like, once I really start vibing, when I start learning what the words are, but I'm not, my first couple listens, I'm all about the production. So it's like, if I don't like the beat, it's a wrap.
So it goes to show, producers are the heroes. We are the real superheroes. Without the producer, a lot of your favorite songs would not be your favorite songs. No disrespect to the songwriter. Shout out to all my songwriters out there. But without the producer, your favorite songs would not be, you would probably have 2 favorite songs as opposed to like 20.
Yeah, that's
real life superheroes.
I'm trying to think, is it a song that I just really like I can't think of it, bro. Someone said any Lupe Fiasco song. I don't know why that's funny.
I don't know why it's funny either, but it is kind of funny. Chambers and his pops.
I was in New York. Yeah. That's when I first met Chambers. Nah, that's so crazy, bro. I talked to Chambers yesterday. Shout out to my bro, man.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Chambers, man.
Chambers out here getting his whiz out. Chambers out here working.
100%. Okay, MF Doom. Okay, I can give you that. I can give you that. I can see how that works out for you. Certain people are lyricists to the point where you like, I just have to hear what he's saying because he be saying some wild stuff. Doom was one of those people. Yeah.
I'm not mad, but I like the beats for Doom stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not like,
yeah, the beats be fire too, though.
Yeah. So it's not, I'm trying to think of a song that I just dislike the beat and the song was jamming. It's got to be a dance song. It's got to be one of those kind of joints where it's like so catchy that it's annoying. That's the only thing that I could think of.
Yeah.
That might constitute, because I don't necessarily like the beat, but it's so catchy that it's like,
yeah.
That's what it's gonna have to be.
So I figured the person, and shout out to Asa Clouds. I hope I'm saying that right. So you said Lupe, Royce, Elzai, Skyzoo, J Electronica, etc. So this lends it to a certain type of person that can be cool with the words, even if the beat sucks. And those are the bar people. I'm gonna come up with a name for them, for us, because I'm one of those people too. I can't even front. Like I could listen to a whole Eminem album and not like any of the beats.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Now I can't re-listen to it more than twice, but the lyrics have that much in them for me that it's a workout. It's a whole P90X to listen, but I could do that with him because there's so much there lyrically that the beats could actually suck and I'd be cool. So yeah.
So Punit says acoustic songs make me listen to the words, not worry about the music. See, I'm not mad at that. But when you say dislike the beat, that's where it's like,
yeah.
Because even with acoustic, I be jamming, dog. Like we was talking about, what's the when dude was talking hating on the ukulele, bro.
That's a fact. Crazy. He was hating on the uke.
The uke be slapping, dog. All them songs go crazy, dog. No drums. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But yeah, that is a very interesting point, though. Like, it's not many songs that have bad beats but good hooks, but you can have a great beat and a terrible hook and it still go off.
Yeah,
and it happens a lot.
Yeah, dog. The beat definitely plays more of a role in what your favorite song is than the lyrics do. 100%. 100%.
And I realized, bro, that a lot of the stuff now, why people don't like the newer generation of stuff, because it's almost us not doing something makes it cool. Like have you heard that song Push and P with Gunna?
Yeah.
Young Thug's first couple words, he doesn't say anything. And I think it's the greatest part. He literally is mumbling on purpose. And I'm like, oh, he's about to snap.
Right.
But if somebody else heard that, they like, oh, this is terrible. Like, he's just saying nonsense. And I think I started noticing, I'm like, oh, that's what it is. That's what, because if you're super lyrical, then you look at that like, bro, what is he doing? But for me, I'm like, oh, he about to snap. He about to get his bag.
To me, there are lyrical people, and then there's artsy people. Mm-hmm. The lyrical people to me are scientists. And when I think of Thug, I don't think he's going to go scientific snap on me. I think he's going to go art snap.
Oh, yeah. He's going to go like David Bowie snap on you. Like,
right. Yeah. So him mumbling in the beginning, I'm like, oh, he's about to art snap. Because you know, come on, you seen the boy outfits. You know he about to art snap on you. Just like Missy.
Oh, yeah.
Why ain't gonna thing? What is that? It's just artsy snap.
That's right.
Artsy snap.
Yeah, artsy snap.
I appreciate the artsy snap.
This is I don't want to. Sonny Key says, any masterpiece be fire, lyrics, ice cold. I gotta think 100%. About this one.
No, 100%.
I'm trying to think of a masterpiece song.
1,000,000%, Maury.
The beast was jamming though.
But the lyrics, it depends on how you looking at them. If you looking at them, if you like, I love Lupe, I love Eminem, I love Lloyd Banks, those masterpiece lyrics are gonna be super trash to you. But if like I was a super NWA fan, and there are lyrics there, don't get me wrong, but it's not like punchline lyrics. It's like, let me tell you what's going on in the hood. I'm going to talk to you lyrics instead of entertain you lyrics. Mm-hmm. That's what Master P is. So I look at it through a different lens. So I can't be like, those are bad lyrics, but in comparison to a lyrical person, yes, they're bad lyrics, but both get the job done. And I appreciate both of them equally.
I've seen this thing where it's like, have you, what's the wildest start to a verse that you've ever heard?
Oh shit.
Bro, it's so many, bro. You'd be like Mystical saying, I came with my... You be like, bro, that's a wild start, bro. Like, that's where we starting at, bro. What kind of energy you are, dog? Like,
no, I gotta think about that. Like, what's the super wild starts to lyrics? But I will put some candidates in the ring that I think might have some good ones. I don't know who ever listens to Run the Jewels, but I would imagine that one of them had a wild start to a verse because they talk about wild stuff. Mystical, of course. And it was one other person that I'm like, oh yeah, they gonna come in crazy. I can't remember. It's gonna come back to me though.
My first song I thought about, I mean, it's inherently problematic because it was, do you have your shots? Do you want to
no. Oh no. Fam, this is the second time this year we've talked about R. Kelly on this podcast. You do realize that, right?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, we should be championed for being brave.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I did not do that. That's not an R. Kelly song.
I did. I told an awesome story.
Let's see. Mr. Griffin says, yeah, Beats by the Pound was lacing him with beats. Yeah, they was going crazy, dog.
Oh, 100.
They was going crazy. Bro.
And that is why the beat can make you love artists that you never like their lyrics. The beats be so jamming. And when they come on, it's artists that I don't like. They have songs that I don't like. But there is a time where if I'm somewhere and that song comes on, I'm getting it. And I know all the words. I wouldn't play it on my own, but bro.
That's what Quintino says. So y'all wasn't listening to Silk the Shocker for his bars, bro. My whole childhood, I was tricked into thinking Silk was one of the greatest rappers. I used to think he was so crazy. Bro, I don't know, bro. It's like when I got older and I was listening, I was like, bro, what happened? What was I listening to? But as a kid, you couldn't tell me he wasn't the dopest rapper. But I think it's because he was the youngest person in No Limit, and it's like, you get what I'm saying? I think that's what it was. It was like he was closer to my age. It's like, oh, he's cool. I went back. I was like, why did I like this song? This is terrible.
Dog, I'm not gonna lie. When he came out, I was like, oh, fam, this is horrible.
Oh yeah.
But that's when I started to learn about acquired tastes in music, because hip hop was so much one way forever. That when new stuff started coming in, originally liking the type of music that I liked and made, because at the time I was already making music, and I was like, not from New York, but I was in New York on the hip hop scene making music. I had to learn that it's art and new things come in that you haven't heard before. It's not bad, it's different, and give it a chance. Because the first time I heard Master P, I was like, bro, I thought it was like a home jam. You know, radios used to play home jam.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, somebody struck out on this home jam. This is terrible. Then I heard it again and again and again and again and again. Then I went to a club and they started playing it there or what. I was like, what? But eventually I came around to it and had to realize not everything is punchlines and you know, whatever it is. Like, dog, it's room for other people. It's different types of art and you have to open your mind to appreciate it. So it didn't take me but a couple months to be like, oh no, this is jamming. And I remember telling people that were around me, like, dog, this is jamming. And people taking a while to come around to it. But you know, it is what it is.
Indonesia, I got a t-shirt. I'm in the Benz with a bow-legged diva. It's sex I like to. He was wilding with that verse.
He was wilding with that verse. Yo, okay, let me ask you this, bro. Do you think for a producer, it's smart to stick with, like, say you're good at one sound, right? Or say you can make whatever, right? You can make whatever. Do you think it's better to stick with one type of beat, or do you think it's better to like do different vibes and fill up your catalog? You get what I'm saying?
Oh, why would you stick with the one type of beat? My thing is this.
I've seen people kind of just like, it's just weird because I like the other day I noticed it's like certain people that only make one specific kind of beat, and then it's like all this week I've been trying to just make different pockets because I feel like I have a better chance of getting stuff placed. You know what I'm saying? Because if I just make, does that make sense? So I just didn't know what other people thought.
I feel like you get in chat. Please tell us what you think. But I feel like you should try different stuff if you want to. I'm a person that like, just because I'm good at one thing doesn't mean I'm not going to try other things, because as good as you are at this one thing, you might mess around and be better at something else, and you just don't even know it. So that's why I was asking, like, why would a
Sure.
person stick with the one beat or the one sound, unless like that's your joint and it became your niche and that's what you're known for and you get in the bag and people are like, yo, when I think of blah, blah, I think of you.
Like mustard. Then it makes sense. Yeah.
Then I would be more inclined. On the side, I would still sneak in my trying or doing different types of things, because I make certain types of beats that nobody would ever know about. But sometimes you got your bag, and I got a bag. I got a boom bap bag. But 90% of my placements aren't boom bap. And that's because I tried other things, which made me end up working with other people, which ended up doing different genres. Now, if I would have just stuck with one thing, I would have never got the opportunities. So explore, get to know yourself.
Yeah, that's how I am, bro. It's like, because I see some people and they're like, I'm gonna pick a sound, like I'm only gonna make drill and dark trap beats, right? But then it's like, bro, like you always gonna be trying to push to make that like super quick. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so lately I've been like, all right, what pockets do I need to make sure I'm hitting? Like, it's certain artists and groups that I need beats for that I know I can like go out and like sell these. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yes,
instead of just locking in on one, I just try to find like what's the pockets of like popular stuff, but how do I make it my own? And then kind of, you know, like even with the placement thing, like me like trying to lock in and like really focus this year, like I'm not out here trying to chase Drake. I'm like, yo, who do I know? Who can I call on the phone right now? What projects is working? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when you play that game of like, I'm just like shooting in the dark, it gets frustrating. You know what I mean?
It takes a certain type of strategy. But I think that we are speaking from a place of privilege, because I feel the exact same way that you do. But as a person that has never had a placement, doesn't have any connections, I feel like I would have to shoot, like do a beat for Jesus Christ, for anybody to make some headway. You know what I'm saying? Whereas us, we like, I've been doing this for a while, I work with this person, that person. So now I'm not really concerned about this, that, and the third. So
I just think playing the trying to, it's so hard to get to established rappers unless you got a name. The best bet is to catch someone like a TikTok rapper who just like caught a viral drink. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you build with that person and then you catch them on the way up. But once they
now is the time for that.
Yeah, but once they up, I feel like it's tough, right? The whole dynamic changes. You know what I mean?
That's true. I feel like if now, like if you've been doing this for a while and now you're still only shooting at top tier rappers and not looking at up and coming rappers or people on TikTok or XYZ, I feel like you're missing the boat.
Oh yeah.
Like you're just kind of stuck in an antiquated time, which is not doomsday for you. It's just opening your mind up. But a lot of us are just like, yo, the top billboard or nothing. And times are so different now. You're you are better off. We're going with somebody that's like known on social media or known or not known. You know what I'm saying? Versus trying to chase Drake or whoever.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough, bro. I mean, it happens. I mean, I would always shoot those shots too. You gotta, you know, certain shots you just gotta shoot them. You know what I mean? You just gotta throw them up there. It's like when you see the NBA games and they got the little half court shot and you can win like a car. Hey man, if you get the opportunity, you gotta throw that joint out. Hey man, if you make it, you in there. But if not, you know,
shoot it.
Let's see. Ponzu says, "What up, fellas? I couldn't make just one type of beat. I get bored so fast, bro. I feel you.
Yo, a lot can be said for being known for being versatile too. I'm known for being versatile or diverse, whatever you wanna call it. And if after this job, I'll tell you. But if you see some of the text that I get about what people are looking for or what they need, it's so different. I got a text last night and I got a text this morning. People looking for completely different things, but they know that I have it. Somebody hit me last night, was like, for some reggae.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then somebody hit me for like some funk or something this morning. And my answer is always like, do you have it? And this could be anything from sounds to actual beats. And my answer is like, I got that. I always say I got that. Even if I don't really got it, I got it. I'll figure it out. Give me 2 hours. I'll figure it out. And then I'll get it to you by the end of the day. So that a lot can be said for being versatile and trying different things and knowing about different things. So even though, like I said, I could be good at one thing, two things, but when people no one's gonna call you for these odd things if you're not known
Or
for being very diverse and versatile.
Yeah, I think it's like a trick though, because you can't be too versatile, because then it's like it starts getting weird. You know what I mean? So it's like you got to find your little pockets of, you know.
I think if you go super versatile, you have to be known for that. Don't go so versatile that like, oh, he makes polka and this, that, and the third. You have to be known for being good at making music, and they're like, this person's good at making music, and they make all types of music. So like, being versatile has to be mentioned with how good you are at making music.
No, that makes sense. So this is a bar. He says chefs with limited skill sets have limited menus. That's a bar.
That's a fact.
That's a bar.
That's a bar. It's also how McDonald's became great. But
that is true.
Listen, I'll play devil's advocate
that is true.
To our own good points. McDonald's was like, we going once was the boy Ray Kroc took it over from the McDonald's brothers. One of the first things he did was trim down the menu to like two items, 3 items. So I mean, it's the silver lining in all of this is there's no specific formula. To say if you don't like this way, there's not to say that you can't win this way. There's 6 million ways to win. Choose one. You know what I mean?
Prentice says even Mustard had to come out and work with LMA to get his R&B back. You know what's crazy? I'm pretty sure the reason why everybody had those Mustard beats is more from everybody else and not Mustard.
Oh, 100%.
Because what happens is you get a placement and people be like, hey, I want this beat. Just make me another one of those.
Mess around. Her people be the first ones that was like, can you do something different?
Yeah, I'm sure he's probably like, man, I'm off of this. And Mustard got some fire pop joints and fire R&B joints. Rihanna Needed Me is one of my favorite records, bro. Like that record is incredible, dog. He snapped on that joint, bro. Like he got some joints.
Ooh. So that's a weird place to be in. Did you ever think about the flip side to that? Like you catch one with a sound, but it's not your sound, or you want to get other sounds off, but nobody wants that from you.
Oh yeah,
that's a tough spot to be in too.
I'm sure it happens a lot. Like even like with I'm guessing like with Jetson, like when he came in with the 808, how he did, he like changed how beats sounded for like that with the baby. After that, it's like everybody was making those kind of beats, and it's like I'm sure he like, bro, I'm off of this 808. I'm off on some other stuff, and it's like, yo, keep giving me that. And it's like, what are you doing that? Yeah, what do you do in that situation? Like, because you want to take the bag, but you don't want to get like pigeonholed. You know what I mean?
What I would do in that situation, just thinking out loud, is I would do passion projects with the other types of sounds that I wanted to do with artists that people don't know about, where I had the control over the project just to showcase my other side. And that's how I would get my other side out there.
Yeah, right. No, that's smart.
Because who's not going to do a passion project with you?
Oh, that's right. That's right. And you still want to get those bags. You still want to collect those checks.
100.
Like,
100 checks.
Have you ever seen this? It's I don't know what made me think of this, but it's a EDM producer named Afrojack. And this is old. This clip has got to be maybe 10 years old. And he talks about how he just opens the last beat he made and it makes a beat off of that beat. That was like, that's what he would do. He would just open the last session and then remix that beat, and then that's a new beat. And he just that's all he does. I was like, bro, that is wild.
No, but that's how I make beats.
No, but the exact same, like your sessions be having all kinds of samples and he takes the same melody, same drums, same everything, and just save as new. And then I'm gonna just work within that. And I was like, that's genius. I mean, I'm sure you're gonna catch some L's, but if you caught a hit and you got a sound, it's like, bro, man, flip that joint.
That to me sounds like it's a template of sorts.
Right.
Yeah, it's just your template is ever changing because it's the last thing you did. That is genius. I do something slightly different. I wouldn't call it genius, but I just open up the last joint that I did and I'll change things around. My set ain't as elaborate as it used to be, but I have like a Serato, 2 sample tracks, 1-shot drums, 2 loop, like percussion or drum loop tracks, and then like 2 VST tracks. Yeah, and that's the set.
You can't let Oracle fool you, man. Oracle has hard drives in that back room like wine. Like, you know how the way to be like, oh, would you like the 1972? And it's like, this is a good year. and he goes in the back and it's like he showed you the thing and like pours it over the spoon. You know what I mean? That's Oracle with sounds. You'd be like, oh yeah, I want some dance hall country songs. He's like, oh yeah, 1995. That was a good year for that. Let's go over here. So that's why it's different when you say you open up the same session, because it's like you have an endless supply of ideas.
I have nothing to say. Yeah. Okay.
True.
Fair. I got a question.
Cool.
In this day and age, what'd you say?
I said, is it P? Is it pushing P?
No, it's not pushing P.
Oh, okay.
Actually, here's a question. In this day and age, can you still, or have you ever gotten women because you're a producer?
Oh,
because I remember a time where if you were a producer, it was a thing. Like, oh wow, you do what? Oh, that's interesting. This is before everyone was a producer. Yeah. It's before people could be like, oh, my little cousin's a producer. So there was a time, and this question came about because I wanted to ask my wife, and I'll still ask her. Like, I was well into production, of course, when I met her, and she used to sit and watch me do production and all that type of stuff. But I want to ask, like, the fact that I produced music well, did that have anything to do with it? And so I want to know nowadays, can you still, this is coming from me because I think I've gotten women by being a producer back in the day, but does that still hold weight with women, or do they just not care because so many people do it?
See, I've been out the game so long, bro. You know, I would have no idea about getting women.
Hey, fam.
I've been out the game. I'm out the game. I don't know anything.
The story
about
I just told about my wife, that goes back 20 years, fam. So yeah, I understand.
What? Women in the studio? Who does what? No, it's like, no.
Those two things gotta go.
You know, it's crazy. The conversation has changed because at the beginning it's like, oh, you're a producer. That's so cool. To now it's like, are you a producer? Are you a real producer? That's the question I get all the time. Are you a real producer?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm sorry. Time out. Young Naomi, what up? This is the homie from Barbados.
Oh, snap.
Young Naomi, what's the word? Sorry, had to go.
Your living stay?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's why I had to shout. Come on, man. I gotta shout out people from my hood.
Yeah. But like people would be like, yo, are you a real producer? And it's like, then that's when you gotta be like, yeah, I've worked with somebody. And it's like, oh, okay, you are a real producer. I'm like, yeah, that's so weird. But I guess it's because everybody now makes beats now. Because at one point, making beats was like a rare thing. Like it was only a few.
It was a talent.
Yeah.
It took a real talent. The barrier to entry wasn't so low. So the fact that you were a producer, especially if you like, I'm going to a studio and it was a real studio. Like when production was early and it first started, you almost had to have a certain amount of money to be a producer, especially to get like a session or to do anything in a real studio.
Oh yeah.
I mean, bruh, equipment costs so much. Like you would have to have $2,000 just to buy a beat machine.
At least.
Then
you got to get the wires. That's a whole, you know what I mean? It's like all these
speakers, monitors. And if we talking pre-computer days, even early, the first 5 years of computers, it was still so much equipment and so much money that you had to spend a couple stacks to even be in the game. So you looked like, at least financially, you didn't look like a broke boy.
No, that's right.
Yeah, but now it's like, bruh, free cracked apps, and I make beats on my phone and all that type of stuff. Easy. Yeah, so I'm like, do you have to be good for a chick to care, or is it just like it doesn't even matter if you're good or not? Like, so what?
You know what I think it is? I think it's the dedication. I think when people see you working hard at something, I think people are attracted to that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for me, it's like I'd be like, that's all I would want to do is make beats and stuff. And I think someone seeing like I'm so dedicated to this one thing, it's like, oh, okay, cool. He could focus on something, and I think that's what would make it, seem cooler.
That is attractive, and I know that firsthand. My wife, once again, we talk about the day we met all the time because we always got to tell the story. But the fact that I wouldn't take her out because I was so dedicated to music, I'm like, if you can't just come and sit with me in my element and watch me make music. Like I'll still kick it with you, but I have to be here doing this because my life, what happens to my life hinges on what I do here 24 hours a day. And she found that to be intriguing. I'm not going to say attractive, but it was so intriguing that she was like, I'm going to see what this is about, because I wanted to go out, and he was like, oh no, I don't do that dating thing, but you can come kick it. But so saying all that to say, it speaks to what you just said about the level of dedication. Someone with an app on their phone where they can make beats versus someone who wakes up in 24 hours a day, they make beats to further their career and legacy. That's a night and day difference. Yeah. Okay,
hold on. I feel like I'm saying the name wrong, so forgive me. Udra Freeze. I'm a female producer since Fruity Loops 4. Shout out to you. Same here.
Come on, man.
And a drummer for almost 20 years. Folks making beats doesn't get me the way it would other females. Yo, she's got to be the hardest to impress with beats.
Oh, she's different.
Like that chord. Come on, it's a better progression. You didn't invert that. Come on, bro. First
of all your beats are only in 4/4, so that shows your limitations right there, sir.
Switch up the BPMs, man. Get out of here.
That's a fact. Oh, minor chords again. Who would have guessed?
I love it.
That's
awesome.
Your
808s ain't right. Don't even try to holler. Okay. Don't even try.
Listen. Wow. Hey, you gotta get her the 808 Formula 4 on Valentine's Day.
Hey, that's the way to heart. You get a dozen roses, some equipment. Come on, man.
And shout out to you, man. We don't have a whole bunch of female listeners. I don't know our percentage, but I'm imagining it's not that great. So anytime we get a female producer in here, welcome.
Yes.
Welcome. Thank you so much. Just want to salute you. Yeah.
DJ's pulling a lot of women. DJ's pulling a lot of women, just like that's atmosphere. Different. Yeah, because you're in a place with a lot of drunk people. It's just by nature. And you're like authority. I don't want to say it like that, but like you controlling the room. You know what I mean?
And the women want to be in the place you're at. It might not even have anything to do with you being a DJ. She just kicking it with you because she knows when she comes to the club every week, you're going to let her in for free so she can holler at people that got more money than you. Just gonna say.
Club is a wild game. I'm so glad, bro. I haven't been to the club in 2 years after I had years where I went to the club every day of my life. So it's a big change.
Yeah, I'm done. I would only go to the club for somebody's birthday. And post 2019, that's not even happening. Yeah.
Thanks. We'll see. Oh, Punit says, Trizza, can you re-explain how you would set yourself up after the Chris Brown record because you got flooded for calls afterwards? So basically, after placement, what do? I learned this from Needles a long time ago. I've told this story a lot, but like I was in the mountain, so I didn't know I had got that Bieber placement, right? I was totally out the loop about what was going on, right? And so I'm like, I get back to LA and I'm like confused, like why people keep tagging me in this song with Sean Kingston and Bieber, bro? It's like I didn't understand what was going on, bro. It was like a weird thing, and then I start putting it together, and me and Needles had a mutual friend, and he was like helping me business wise. So he hit Needles to give me advice, and Needles says, treat yourself like an artist. You got to promote it. You know what I mean? Like you have to become an artist with this, because if you don't promote yourself, nobody's gonna do it. And that stuck out to me. I remember where I was at. I remember what outfit I had on, because one, I'm a super Needles fan. Like Needles, like one of my favorite producers growing up. So it's
shout
like
out to Needles 100.
Yeah. So it's him telling me that. I'm like, oh shit. All right, bet. So every time I get a placement, I try to like promote it. The last time that YG placement I didn't promote it like I should. But I used to run ads. Bro, I'm sending email. I would do whole campaigns about me getting placements. And that's how more people would figure out. I would message everybody, like, you know what I mean? Like, if a placement came out on Wednesday, Thursday, I'm hitting everybody in my contact list. I'm making sure people knew, you know what I mean, what was going on, because people want to stay in the loop. You know what I mean? You just got to stay in front of people. But with the internet, it gets a little more difficult to stay in front of people. But, you know.
And you got to strike while the iron is hot.
Oh, yeah. Because you got a week now. You got a week and nobody cares after that.
That is a fact, no matter who you are. So the day that thing comes out, you got to start promoting that day. You don't be like, all right, now it's out. Let me get it together.
I need to make a template for that, bro.
It's a good idea, actually. Yeah, it's a good idea.
A post-placement template.
I'm like, I plan on using that soon. That's called wishful thinking.
Come on now.
Man, listen.
Come on now.
Fam.
Hey,
let's not talk about it.
It ain't wishful when it, you already got the producer deck. I already know what you do over there working on, son. I already know what's up. I already know. I'm just trying to add a hi-hat. I just want to add a triangle.
Man, listen. No, we gonna get it. We gonna get it.
I already know. We'll see.
I had a question related to that. Just no. Go ahead. I can't even formulate the question.
Well, first of all, they can't even tune their drums. How they gonna tune into my heart? Yo, flowers over VSTs. Hey,
game.
That's bars. I love it.
That is game. Get out of here with your 32-bit love. What are you talking about? It's 64-bit love over here.
We out here. See, side question: would you date another producer? Ooh.
That is a great question. I feel like yes, until I realize it's a horrible idea. It seems like one of those things that sounds amazing until you get in a situation you're like, I made a mistake.
You going through beat block and she just over there killing it. You got to sit in the house just looking at it like, looking like that Tyrese meme. Congratulations. Y'all fighting?
I don't know, because it depends. Could you take that much criticism?
See, you know what it is? I don't think I could, because I like the separation. When I'm done with music, I don't want to think about music. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I feel like that would be too intertwined. Like, I just want to.
Yeah. You done? You want to sit down at the dinner table and have some dinner? She's like, we need to talk. That hi-hat you were using downstairs, I don't really know that pattern. Like, I feel like I don't even know you anymore.
You could do better. I'm just disappointed.
Right.
I'm disappointed in your sound selection. It's just,
I don't know. I'm starting to feel like my mom was right.
It's like all this years, and it's the same with you.
The lack of same with you. I mean, every year, Valentine's Day, what do you make me? A beat with the spins 808. I mean, every year it's the same 808.
Can we get a Zaytoven? Can we get a
anything? Wow, that's funny. That's
you know what I'm about to do? I'm just about to, every 808 pack is going to be the Trizza 808 in hopes that I become the new 808. I feel like that's when you got an 808 named after you, that's like a producer milestone. So from now on, if I just name every 808 Trizza 808, Trizza 808 Trizza 808 hey man, one of them got to catch.
Hey, I'm going to shoot lower. I'm going for the Oracle shaker.
Ooh.
A sound that people break out once again. First of all, that didn't even happen yet. We're supposed to be launching that campaign to bring the shakers back, but it's going to be a sound that people use rarely, but when they do, it'll be mine. Like, Ryan, what's the Oracle crash?
Ryan Leslie over there with the Birdman hands, like shakers, you say?
Right. Hey, fam. But can you think of was it the cornet trumpet without thinking of Ryan Leslie?
That and in suits in the studio. Anytime I see somebody with a suit in the studio, I'm like, oh, my boy on his RLS.
Exactly. Yeah. So just go for the thing that no one does, or the thing that people rarely do, and just be that guy.
I can't wait to get like so rich I just start dressing crazy. That's what I really want. I just want to get
You're closer than you think.
Oh yeah, I'm getting there. But I don't want to be like crazy, but I want to be like, why does he have a suit on right now? It's like, oh, it's Tuesday, bro. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
See, I'm not going nowhere. It's just Tuesday.
I know your fashion being deep down inside, and you are this close to showing up with the Izzy Miyake corduroys on and making a beat in the studio. The Izzy Miyake corduroys with a big poofy sweater with a puffer jacket on top of it, and it's June.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get crazy.
Yeah.
The more money I get, the wilder I'm gonna dress and the crazier my hair gets. I'm gonna go full Will I Am. I'm gonna get the, you know what I mean? The Jimmy Neutron. Come on, man. That's the sign of wealth.
I think that's dope. I think that's dope. I'm gonna go the opposite. I'm just gonna become more
Dr. Dre. You just wear a black turtleneck every day.
Bing bong.
Like, Dre, I know you hot, bro. It is 100. You live in LA, dog. Why do you have long sleeves on?
I feel like that one trending sound is for Dr. Dre. Oh, new Air Forces on.
Oh,
clean. Oh, new Air Forces.
Yeah, that just had me weak, bro.
Every time I hear it, I die laughing, and it makes me want to put on my white Air Forces, which I've only worn one time so far.
Bro, same here. The day I got
wore
COVID,
them joints on Halloween.
Bro, my dress is bad. Like I wore them dress and got COVID that same day.
Oh God. New Air Forces. You need to put them back in the box, eh?
Let's see. Producers are sensitive creatures. I do feedback streams with my homies sometimes, and the producers really can't handle honest feedback they show up for. I get called all kinds of for this. I believe it.
Of course.
Mostly just show up to be told they're dope and get a dopamine hit, but they don't actually want to improve. It's kind of sad. That is super facts.
Let me tell you something. Your fellow producers not really feeling your beat is one thing. I don't know why it makes such a difference, but if that producer happens to also be a woman, it's 10 times worse.
Oh yeah.
I don't care who you are. First of all, a woman that's not a producer telling you something like that, once again, I don't care who you are, you're gonna go home, you're gonna think about it in the car a little bit. So the fact that she's a producer, once again, dating a producer sounds awesome until you start thinking little caveat situations like such.
It's like
get a little dicey. It's
like
like polygamy.
It's like dating a basketball player. It's like it's all fun in the games playing 21 till she break your ankles every day.
Oh, that sounds like a horrible idea off the rip. Everyone tapes everything now. Boy, she gonna be dunking on you. It's all over her stories, bro. She making
not
reels.
Not in front of my friends. Come on.
She making TikToks of you getting jammed on. Fam.
From three.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm cool, man. I just want opposite lives so we can,
Yeah. I do appreciate the fact that I guess both of us are at the point in our lives where we know something that sounds too good to be true. Like I said, it's like polygamy. When you're young, oh yeah, 2, 3, 4 wives, women, girlfriend, whatever you want to say, sounds awesome. Till you start to really think about that.
No, I got one and a kid, and I'm struggling to keep it together.
Damn.
You talking about 2? Come on,
2?
No.
Are you serious?
No.
So saying all that to say, dating another producer, boy, it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Until it's not. I want to ask, and I know I'm gonna mess her name up too.
Yeah, please let us know how you say it.
Have you, first of all, do you date producers serially, or are you a serial monogamist when it comes to producers? Since you are a female producer, do you only date male producers? If not, because I feel like that may be a stretch, have you dated male producers, and how was it when you did?
Yeah, I'm sure that's interesting.
Yeah, that's the loaded question.
And it's wild because even with the feedback thing, bro, like people be so sensitive about feedback on their music, bro. But it is wild because they're asking, they'd be like, hey, critique my music. But then when you critique it, but I think a lot of times people haven't gone through that music industry heartbreak, and that's what it is. Which it sounds terrible, but the music industry will make you. I'm so numb to that. People can tell me they don't like something because I know that people told me they don't like beats all the time, and then I've placed those records, and they've done well. So it's like, people might not get it, bro. People not gonna understand it all the time. So for me, critique is like I just take it like grain of salt. Like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe I can improve on this. But some people be heartbroken, bro. That'd be the end of their world. Like, you not talk about Chocolate Rain 54 BPM like that.
My jam. My mom helped me with that beat.
I mixed that Drake 5 times.
Yeah,
it still sounds terrible.
Trash. Your mom's contributions trash. Your whole family's trash on the beats. Get out of here. Get out of here.
She brought somebody in too. Hey, appreciate it.
I see. Listen. Also, thank the person that thanked you for bringing them here. And also, I'm gonna try to say this again. Ooh. How did you find out about this podcast? Like, what brought you here?
Ooh, she hit with the story. My ex was jealous that I could make beats and he was just learning. Stole all my beats and not the Triton. Stole the Triton.
Fam.
Come on, that's fine. You gotta square up with him. And I never.
How long we been on this podcast?
We gotta admit it. And I never dated another person involved with music since then. Not the Triton.
Oh, we can cuss at this point. That's a grimy nigga right there.
Yeah,
ooh, buddy.
Yeah, he gotta get stomped out. Buddy. He gotta get stomped out, bro. Not the Triton. Not
I offered to drums. Teach him too.
Come on.
Not the grinding. Not all the not too sound. Not all the Nori clap sounds.
Not dumb. In the
Not the accordion from not the accordion from every Khalees song ever made. Oh no!
Come on, you gotta fight him over that.
That's a fact, bro.
Dang, that's tough. That's tough, yeah. I can see how they can get tricky.
Wow.
She cold, bro. She cold. That's what happened.
Yeah.
He just gotta step his game up, man. You can't have weak drums.
Thank you, Dance Like Butter, which also is a crazy name.
That's fine.
Udra Freeze and Dance Like Butter.
Y'all seem cool. I feel like y'all dress well. Y'all just seem like y'all dress very artsy and eclectic. Yeah, and it's cool. You know what I mean? Got a cool Instagram.
Like a lot of them names. Them names come with a lot. I expect a lot out of you.
I'm guessing you use VSCO a lot. You know what I mean? I'm just stereotyping off the names, but that's what I'm feeling right now. Yeah. Welcome.
Not VSCO. You got that's a high level fashion joke.
Hey, real recognize real, okay? You know
that's a high level fashion joke right there.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hold on, I'm gonna go back to my Evernote, but let me know if there's anything else in the chat. Oh, real quick, did you see the Drink Champs interview with? And it's older now. I think it came out before Christmas with Moni Love and Megan Good.
Oh, I didn't. Megan Good was on.
Damn. Let me tell you something.
Cousin Skeeter? Megan Good?
Let me tell you something. That joint was a wild interview, bro. Mm. If tomorrow Saturday, if you out and about, if you want to go for a walk, a jog like I do, or just hit that drive through and need something to listen to in the car, check out that interview. Very wild. Shout out to Moni Love. Shout out to Megan Good. Two queens, but boy, they got twisted, and that interview was incredible. It was hilarious. It was crying, laughing, standing up, middle fingers, thumbs. It was nuts.
Jeez.
Super nuts. Yeah, check it out.
Bro, let me tell you too, my dumb self, bro. This me, I be in such my own little world, bro. Like knowing who people are. If they're in production, I know who they are. DJing, I've been kind of slipping. So my brother, this is a couple months ago, right? My brother comes into town, and my brother is like a popping DJ. Like my brother is like hanging with Jazzy Jeff, and like, you know, he's in that DJ scene, like how I'm in the production. He's in the DJ scene like that. He knows all the top dudes. So we go to this event. He introduced me to this guy named Red. I'm talking with him all day. Dog, DJ Red Alert. I was with this dude the whole time. Bro, I had no clue that that's who it was.
I'm about to give you but wait, you were with him the whole time?
The whole day, bro. But it was just like everybody was like, it was a DJ festival kind of thing. So it was like everybody was kind of on the turntables, everybody's moving around.
Got you.
I just didn't put two and two together. It's like when he said they just kept calling him Red. So I'm just like, oh, what's up, man? Good to meet you, whatever. We was talking, having a good time. I'm looking at Drink Champs like, I called my brother like, bro, why didn't you tell me? He's like, bro, I told you. I'm like, oh, I didn't put two and two together.
Oh, God. I
would have asked him so many more questions, dog, if I would have realized what was going on. But me just being off in the clouds.
Red Alert himself is a hip hop staple. Shout out to cool DJ Red Alert.
Yeah,
as Red Alert would say.
That was my felt stupid moment. You know what I mean?
It's all good. Hey, it's all good. We live and we learn. And hopefully we don't place ourselves in the same situation again.
Facts.
Yes, indeed. Hold on.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Question: nowadays, you think releasing exclusively on Bandcamp helps or hurts artists nowadays, financially and marketing wise?
Is only a part of that question?
Yes, exclusively.
Only on Bandcamp?
Yeah, that's the only part where I'm like, that's tricky. Because it's like, yeah, I would put it on everywhere and then focus it on Bandcamp. But I feel like I just don't know how much Bandcamp's natural traffic it has. You get what I'm saying?
I was going to say, how good is your marketing? If you are a marketing beast, I feel like you can send people to wherever you want to be.
Right.
But you got to be crazy with the marketing. For instance, like if you have a Discord, you could get everybody to come to your Discord if you promote it and all that type of stuff. So saying all that to say, if you got, let's say you got 300,000 followers on whatever social media platform, which is a lot. If they're engaged followers and you tell them that I got a new project coming out and it's on Bandcamp only, then it's fine. It's fine if you do that on Bandcamp every time. But if you just in the pool where most people are, where you release and you kind of get in where you fit in, I wouldn't pigeonhole myself to specifically Bandcamp.
Yeah, I know, but I do know Bandcamp has like a community because I buy records for DJing, right? People do remixes and I go in there and buy them. Just, you know, to support this, but the culture is cool. Like people have bought remixes from me off of there, like, you know what I mean? Like, but I don't know, man. It's just the traffic thing, because it's like it's almost like Amazon. When you put a product on Amazon, it's a certain natural traffic that you get just from being on Amazon. You get what I'm saying? Just for being on the platform, it's a certain chance that you're gonna catch traffic. Bandcamp, I don't know how big that is. So I feel like it's kind of narrowing down your chances for discovery, if that makes sense.
So school me. Because as someone who doesn't release independent music, I don't really know the culture of it. But in my mind, Bandcamp I looked at it not as a place to be discovered. I looked at it as a host. The same way like I use Vimeo to host certain videos. I don't look at Vimeo like someone's gonna come across my stuff on Vimeo.
And see, it might be different because I'm looking as like a DJ and I'm trying to find remixes and stuff. So that's why I would be searching through it. Like I'm just going through, clicking people profiles and like trying to find different stuff.
Got it.
Because when I was DJing a lot, what I was playing is either remixes I would do or other people's remixes. And now for 2-3 hours, I'm playing nothing but remixes. So it's like trying to mix it up a lot. You know, it started getting crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's why now how stuff is, I would just say, pick whatever you're going to focus on and then put it everywhere.
Yeah. I'll always say, try your hand to find out where you fare best at. Don't just like pick one off the rip and be like, I'm going to go here. Unless just everything else has like a certain thing about it that you're like, I'm not going for that. Like, oh, they take 90% of the money or something crazy like that. You're like, of course I'm not trying that.
Right, exactly.
But something within reason, I say explore, especially if you're new, explore and then find out where you do the best at. And then then you can start to think about focusing solely on one or two places.
Facts.
That's Facebook ads with placements. For me, with placements, everyone's automatic placements. I'm like, fam, stop telling me to do automatic placements. After years of research, I know the data. Yeah, I get sales from this placement, that placement. I don't need to explore these other 18,000. I've tried that. And they don't work for me.
Somebody just listened to this and they was like, automatic placement, Facebook. Wait, Drake? I've been
doing this wrong the whole time.
So you just log into Facebook, you upload the MP3, and they automatically place it.
Is that, do I pick one of these automatic placements up as Staples? Like, is it next to the easy buttons or like, where is it?
Thanks. See, priority beats, there are a couple. Okay, sorry. OG Bobby Johnson, what's good, bro? Hey,
what up,
another person to be coming through, you know what I mean? He'd be on here. Let's see, I found out about y'all from YoungBusyWorksBeats.com.
Come on, man.
My broski. And we got some stuff coming up with Young Busy.
That's a fact. So yeah. Be on the lookout for us and Young Busy Works Beats. Hold for 3 more S's.com.
It's like you gotta look at your watch. You gotta like Busy Works Beats. .com.
Yeah, there we go. Damn, shout out to Busy though, for sure.
Y'all got Discord, so yes and no. It's my fault. My fault. I'll take all responsibility for this.
We do, but it's not launched yet. It's in the works, but it exists already. It's not like, oh, we're thinking about getting it. It actually exists. It's just being tweaked, as they say.
I overcommitted. So the dude that built it, I was like, throw it all in there. No, it's complicated that it's like I have to tone it down. I ask people like, what do you think about it? They were like, bro, I'm confused. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Like, fam, I could buy flight tickets on this joint. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm like, so we're in the process of stripping it down some to make it not as. I didn't know all them bots and stuff. Dude put everybody on there. So you sign in, stuff start messaging you and stuff. I'm like, all right, bro, tame this down just a little bit. But it's coming. My homeboy's fixing it as we speak. I added him as an admin today to work on it. So it's almost there. It's gonna be dope.
Dog. Okay, I had a thing, but I see something that Quintendo posted that's much better than what I was about to say. I was gonna laugh, but it's the more I read it, the more I'm like, that's actually not bad. We need a platform dedicated to throwaway music. Only to throwaway music.
But here's the thing. You know, people going, if it start getting attention, people going to start putting the heat on there.
Of course.
Because people want the clout. It's never going to stay that way.
But that would be fine. It'd be the Planet Fitness of music. No judgment zone. Just throw it in here. If someone wants it, and artists, as you come in here, you know you at Ross. You know some of the clothes going to be on the floor. But it's some nice clothes on that floor. You just got to dig through the clothes a little bit. Like, oh, look at this, though. Someone's going to throw this away. Fits great on me.
You got socks, but they might have like a 6-toe. But you just ignore that. You know what I'm saying? You just fold that under.
6-toe beats be jamming.
Hey, 6-toe. Hey, on the one. Sometimes the two. You know?
6-toe on the beat.
OG Bobby John says, question, Trizza, what's your top 5 VSTs for making beats?
Jesus.
Portal. I've been using Portal a lot lately. Ponzu's in here. He just sent me a plugin the other day and I bought it. And it's like what is it called? It starts with an L. It's got a weird name. But that joint it's kind of like RC color in it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Kind of in that lane, like drip in that lane. God, if Ponzo's in here, he would let me know. But golly, I'm trying to think what else.
Ponzo, where you at, cuz?
What else I've been using? Dog, I'm simple, dog. I've been using Omnisphere, but I just bypass I just go to the dry stuff. You know what I mean? I use a lot of one shots, and a lot of effect stuff. Halftime.
Oh,
there we go.
Halftime. My best friend Jacob.
Oh, I've been killing that joint lately.
Yes, sir.
He went crazy on that.
Come on, man. Talk about it. Yes, sir.
That's a good plugin, especially for the price. He did right. He did right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bandcamp was more of a host to support artists. The problem, I feel like artists are hardworking but don't get enough pay through streaming services. That is very true. But that's why I would make a campaign that's like tailored to drive to one, but don't limit yourself on putting it other places, because most people like this. This turned into advertising talk. But like the reason why people run Google ads a lot is because people like saw an ad for something and then they just like Google the name because they want to see the unbiased version. You know what I'm saying? People tend to go to like what they're comfortable with if they see something, right? So say you drop a hot song, people will be like, oh, Bandcamp. If I don't have a Bandcamp account or I'm not in that atmosphere, I'm gonna be like, bro, that's too much work. And I'm gonna try to go to Spotify or whatever to get it easy. So that's why I say you can focus on pushing it one place, but have it to other places just to catch the residual. You know what I mean?
Please do. Please. Dance Like Butter says, welcome to Planet Fitness Music. So it's trash is another person's treasure. That's a fact. That leads me to something too about the platform for throwaway music. It would actually be a lot of trash on there, but it would be a lot of heat on there too. Because if you think about a lot of the placements that you got, they were never your favorite beats. And a lot of those joints were like, yo, go back to that. And then your response is
that one?
That one? Yeah, exactly. Like, fam, I skipped over that. Like, yeah, I know. But that tink before you skip the tink, I like that. Tink. Yeah, and then they play the beat. In that joint, you like, fam, the 808 is out of key. Like, I really didn't even do this beat. It's just some sounds got together and made an MP3 of themselves to sabotage me, and you're picking this. They're like, yeah, that's the joint right there.
And it's like they paid no attention to the beat you spent 10 hours on and mixed it professional.
Oh, they hate that beat.
It's like, yo, you could at least acknowledge that joint, dog. You know I spent a lot of time on this. Like, you know this is the one that I want you to like. At least just be like, oh, that's a vibe. Let's see what else you got. At least play into the trope. You know what I mean? Don't just be like, skip. Come on, dog. Have some dignity. Have some respect.
I had that argument with somebody last week. Like, oh, that beat fires in the stems. I'm like, yeah, but what about the other one, right? Nah. I'm like, did you listen to it? Yeah. Nah, I'm cool. You sure? I'm pushing the issue at this point. Like,
yeah.
Because you liked this. You didn't like that? Are you drunk?
You feeling okay?
Yeah.
You took a Roni test? You okay?
You realize this was just an accidental MP3 of me belching into the mic during a podcast, right? Like, that's jamming though. This other joint with the symphonies and all the collabs,
Yeah, no.
No boy,
We're keeping it simple.
Nah.
Busy and Dame Taylor beef thoughts. No, I have no idea about any of that.
I'm trying to tell you. Busy is the dude that
and this that was going on.
Okay. Hanging out with Busy Works Beats in the metaverse is like hanging out with that one hood friend you got at the real club. Mm-hmm. You go somewhere with this person, you don't know who you have beef with that night. That's Busy.
Busy run like he in the mafia though. I tell you that. So I have no idea who Dame Taylor is. I'm not familiar, but I'm gonna go look him up afterwards because I mean he seems like a content creator or something. So hey, I gotta check him out. But Busy roll like he in the mafia, bro. So
he do.
I don't know if this is like a we're gonna do a beat battle kind of beef or is this for real beef? But
he'll say I woke up twice with beef. See you laughing because you remember. I woke up twice with beef. Then I was like, wait, I got beef? I got beef. There's like,
hey, my dog be ready.
Somebody said something crazy. Busy jumped out there. I was like, he rode for me. I got to ride for him. So I guess it's a lot of riding. Let me get my riding clothes on. I guess it's popping. Yeah, so shout out to Busy. That's my guy. He'll get you in the fight, but I'm gonna fight with him. He'll get you into the fight, but he ain't fighting by himself. I'm fighting with him. 100%.
Oh yeah, he fights for a good cause. So hey man, they grown men, man. If they hopefully it's all like fun and game beef, and if it's that, hey, let them do their thing. If it's for real beef, hey man, cut that out. We don't do that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we producers, and that makes me chuckle. Producer beef makes me chuckle like a giddy schoolgirl. Think about, have you ever heard of producer beef? Ever? Like,
we need to start it, bro. We gotta find someone that we could like, what I mean?
That is true.
They said they DoorDash Oracle that beef. That is genius. Yo, busy hit you with the Uber Eats. Like, hey, he gonna like this one. This gonna be interesting.
I'm hungry. Like, I'm busy ordering me food.
I feel like I called you that day. Like, yo, what's going on, bro?
You did. I'm
so confused. I'm like, how did I miss this?
Damn, I woke up in the beef. I'm on the phone with said beef people I'm beefing with and halfway through the day, like, yeah, what about it? Like, you ever see fam? I didn't even know I was beefing with you, fam. I'll be honest with you.
You ever see them videos and the girl be like, she be like, and that's why my boyfriend gonna beat you up. And the dude in the back be like, wait, what's going on? What happened? What happened? What were we talking about?
Most certainly not.
Then he just in the fight, like, hey, what happened, bro? You got to give me some warning.
Facts. Like, I could dust him off, but I did not plan on fighting that day.
Yeah, no. Shout out to my dog, Busy, man. We cracking jokes, but
yes, sir. Yeah, that's the homie, bro. For sure.
We got to find who we're gonna beef with, dog. It's got to be someone. It's got to be good, man. Trap Tendo, that's the home. And see, we cool with everybody. That's what makes it weird. It's like,
maybe we gotta stop being nice, bro. Maybe we gotta stop being nice and entertaining. You know what? We smile too much on this podcast. We gotta cut that out. Start there. No more smiling.
What's that song? Like, we gotta do like 50 Cent, just diss everybody.
Just How to Rob.
Yeah, we just gotta make a song about every producer. You know what I mean?
Ooh, we gotta do a 50 Cent How to Rob mixed with an Ice Cube jacking for beats. So we like take everybody's like tutorial methods and the things they know for, and like my method, fool. We're gonna be able to talk about you get us.
Hit my fool. hit Illmind with the Mac. He did a 360. That's the real loop.
Kids.
Till the ox you get me.
This producer beef is gonna go horribly wrong. I see it already. We're starting out trash, bro. We gotta do better.
Yeah, we gotta have a team meeting about this producer beef. You know what I mean? They're really playing this out.
Yeah, brainstorming. It sounded pretty bad. We got you get us and clap kits.
Yeah,
I don't think we're not gonna fare well, bro.
Yeah, man. I was trying to think of one for Anno Dami, but I was like, it's hard to think of. That's a tough name.
I can't.
That's a tough name. It's an uncommon name. That one's a little tough.
I can't. Yeah,
that's funny. Yeah, back to the drawing board. We'll come back to that one.
We're gonna start a company called Midi Moolah.
Ooh,
not Midi Money. We're Midi Moolah.
Your beats ain't got no legacy. I'm the real Legion Beats.
Come on.
What? Come on, man.
Who else is getting bars, man? Bartholomew, you know what I mean? Bartholomew Anthony. Come on, man.
God, come on, man. Barmello. There he is.
4-3.
There he is.
This is without the rails. This is without the
George
rails.
Barlin.
And then the other issue with producer beef is I feel like some people don't get the sarcasm of us. And so I'm sure somebody's going to take it serious and get upset, even though we're like clearly joking about the beef. And then it's going to be a whole thing, you know?
Oh, yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. I don't know who it's going to be, but it's going to be fire. It's going to be fire. And then we get to pull the passive aggressive. Hey, it's just jokes, guy.
Calm down.
Why are you getting mad, man?
Calm down, Tyrone.
You're fisting
pull up the 9
and everything. Don't pull up the 9. Yep. That's about how we go. Boars. That's a fact.
Boars. Are you excited that Lil Pump enlists Soulja Boy for a new song? I can't even see the screen.
I feel like we're being trolled.
This is the thing. I couldn't even see the screen, but I just heard it get so silent that I knew.
It did. I'm so glad I can hear album drop. Yeah, man.
You know what's crazy? I got a Lil Pump record. I think it's on my Instagram somewhere, and I actually sold that beat to someone else. Shout out to that. You cutting the record, not paying for it, and I still got it off. Appreciate it.
One more time? Say that again?
I made a Lil Pump record. I posted it on Instagram. It's on my Instagram page somewhere, right? He didn't buy the beat, right? And then I end up selling that same beat to someone else, and that record came out. It's that YG record. The YG record is the same beat I had with Lil Pump.
That's fire. I know it's fire because it made me sound like Braxton from the Jamie Foxx show.
Never give up, kids.
That's dope. That's dope. Master someone else's style of Yale Kobe. Facts.
Oh, let's see. Kanye West demands final edit and approval of Genius Netflix documentary. Oh, we ain't about to get this shit. That shit ain't coming out, dog. Damn.
Nah. Damn. You're like, yo, I said all capital Y's and K's in all the text, son. Not gonna work. Huh?
Is that was it Helve Nueve?
Helvetica.
Is that thin? You know we only write with Helve Nueve bold out here, cuz.
Oh, I don't know why. What am I, Nike fam?
Beavis.
Yo, high level graphic designer jokes. You gotta appreciate what we're doing,
man. Come on, man.
High level jokes on so many levels,
there.
man.
That was there.
High level fashion, high level graphic design jokes. Not saying it's the best podcast in the world, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that.
People getting mad about fake beef are usually vegans. Go figure. Hold on now.
Listen,
I take offense to this. Okay,
boars.
Oh,
that's right. You are vegan.
We was here. We was here.
Yeah, we were so simpatico.
Dang, man. That's why he took your Triton on the side. I'm joking.
Hey, and that's what you call
but it's call back, right?
She will not get sensitive at that joke. And if so, she can set the beef. That's the first person you got beef with. And seeing as how you're a vegan, anybody you got beef with, that's not beef, son. That's beyond beef.
That's beyond beef. Come on. Not even impossible. Beyond.
We talking about bars?
Come on, dog.
Right beyond beef. Dog. Come on.
Me and
who's gonna be the first to write the Beyond Beef rap lyric?
Me and Oracle about to start rapping like Hitman Holla and Conceited.
Facts. Wait, we're gonna start doing that in the sense that it's gonna take two of us to write one verse, and we're only gonna say one line every 5 minutes.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yo, I said, your mom. No, hold up. Your mom's. Well, like, fam. Seriously, you still on this?
Pack the MIDI in the keys.
And then Oracle just jump in.
I play the A minor like Alicia Keys.
We're gonna resolve this beef.
And then we gotta have the audience member that already know what the word is gonna be.
Oh, facts. Facts. It's gonna be beast music. Yeah. But wait, the worst thing about battle rap is like after they take 5 minutes to give you one bar, and it'd be a good bar. No. I don't think you heard me. I said, I'm like, oh, fam, you're going to go back over the whole bar again. Yeah. It's 3 rounds to this. What are we doing?
For some reason, I'm going to get slack for this. I equate battle rap to like Hamilton. It's like in the same lane of theater hip hop. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not the same, but it's the same type beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm not. What is it? Can we start like the producer battle joint? You just gotta do like drum rolls and stuff. Like you just bring up the MPC or the keyboard, and it's like, you know what I mean?
But it's gonna take you 5 minutes to get to the end of your Manny Fresh drum roll.
Oh yeah.
Boom, boom. I said a bop boop bop. Niggas gonna be like, ooh, I big it, boom, boom, boom.
They be like, oh, he went crazy.
I'm be like, no. I said a bop boom. Like, oh, come on, fam. You're running.
I'm just in the back with a for real band symbol, like that's the ad lib, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, he's spitting. He's spitting.
I'm just gonna be in the back every time you play a sound like you crazy for this one. Remember when everybody was crazy for that one?
Oh yeah. Peacocks, you crazy. I message Brian all the time, like, yo, bring that tag back.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, and shout out to Brian, dog. Brian has the #2 R&B record about to be #1. This nigga don't stop.
I am not surprised. He's only been doing this for 30 years and he's only 30 years old.
I love it, bro. I like when you see people have like careers like that. It's like, bro, Peacocks, like, bro, you've been making records forever, dog. And you still out here catching them joints, man.
Killing the game, bro. Killing the game, fam.
Yeah, no, that's fire.
Somebody said it looks like a TikTok idea.
And I was please, I know you're new, so please know I was joking with the joke.
Oh yeah. Jokey jokes.
Jokey joke. That's how we play. You know what I mean?
Jokey jokes. Yeah.
Hey,
listen, don't be a last time listener.
Yeah. You know, like you got the cousins and like y'all play fight a little bit, but it's like your favorite cousins.
Oh
that's
yeah.
That's us.
100%. Yeah. Jokey jokes.
When you get old enough, we're gonna help you smoke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna tell you all the cool places to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're gonna show up with random stuff in the glass and say things like, "Don't tell your mama."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't tell your mama.
That's us. Let me drink some more spicy water.
Don't tell your mama. Yeah, fam. I smell like a 40 ounce. I don't have to tell her. Thanks though, drunk uncle. You're a genius. Because yeah,
and he has enough time to DJ after hours. Yo, I'm like, Brian, go to sleep, dog. Like, bro, why are you DJing
6, 7 in the morning, bro?
Dog, people are going to work, dog. Go to sleep.
Sorry, nah.
Oh,
ain't no rest for the weary.
Immersive says Pop Wanzel, another one. Pop Wanzel is one of the most talented producers I've ever seen, bro.
100%. And I can't see his name without mentioning his father. Beast. Oh, yeah. Beast. So I mean, it's just a family of beasts.
That's dope, man. Because I got a homie, Stephen McGregor. I didn't know. So Steve, bro, dance hall. If you look up Stephen, he like changed like dance hall production, and like he does like pop stuff. He's like incredible. To me, I learned the most from him. He's one of the people, if you're around, you're gonna learn a bunch of stuff. So his dad was like a crazy like dance hall like producer and musician and all. I had no idea, and it's like dope to see like how it like passes down, like how it like pop and all that. It's like when you see like the Warriors and like Clay and stuff, their dads both played in the NBA.
Yeah. Hey, for my NFL fans out there, that's the Mannings.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Facts.
Fire.
Nepotism.
Nepotism for the win. Shout out to whoever just bought The Art of Vocal Mixing. Much appreciated.
Hey. What you got? What you got at SoundOracle.net? What you got going?
That's exactly where I was about to go with it. So for right now, SoundOracle.net, we're in a holding pattern, but feel free to pick up some super dope sounds, some super dope courses while I work on some new product lines and a couple things. Listen, not the art of anything. Cassette Instruments is coming out soon. That will be the next project. And the only reason I'm announcing it like this is because it's new and I'm doing a lot of experimental things as I release it, like with the focus groups. And I don't know if it's going to be this, that, or the third. So this is one of those all-inclusive things where you get to be a part of it and you kind of get to see it in real time. So if anybody out there is using Ableton 11.0.12 or higher, holla at me to be a beta tester. And the product will not be only for Ableton, but I need to figure out a way to deliver stuff to Ableton people specifically so it kills two birds with one stone. So be on the lookout for that. Pick up some dope courses and some dope sounds, and I'll see you on the next product. What you got popping, bro?
Man, more balanced percussion loops, man. That just been going crazy. That's
Bing
been,
bong.
man, people really been enjoying that. So if you want to add some excitement to your drum patterns, you know what I mean? Switch up, dog. It makes such a difference, dog. Of just like little percussion loops behind the hi-hats and just like simple drum pattern. It changes the bounce of everything. So producers, go get that joint. It's going crazy. And just been working, trying to update the podcast, do some cool stuff with the podcast. And that's about it. That's all I've been on.
Man, fire. I will point out something that you touched on with the percussion loops, which is really dope. Trisha said it makes a difference, and I don't know if that sank in for everybody, but it really makes a difference. I went to a session maybe 2 weeks ago, legends, session full of legends, and I was just there to, like, help out. What can you do? What can you add? When I tell you, I had an Ableton set with 3 tracks. 2 of those tracks were percussion loops. And every time it came around to me, what you got on the percussion loops? Hit a percussion loop. I'll put that in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. So if you see me pop up with 50-11 placements, it's because the percussion loops was popping. Because people don't have the right percussion loops. If you show up with the right percussion loops, it changes your world. So hit up the producerkit.com, get those more balanced percussion loops. Amazing.
Clip it. I need that. Clip it. I need that one.
Yep. And now that we got a clean cut, and then after that, go to SoundOracle and get Oracle percussion loops 1 and 2.
Go get all of it.
Yeah. Facts though.
See, I didn't know you were a vegan, Trizza. I love animals. Promise. All love over here. See, I knew I was gonna shine because I was a morning star, right? I couldn't think of that.
I see what you did there.
I couldn't think of that.
No, those vegan bars, bro. Gluten-free vegan bars. Yeah, I like that.
That's why I make beats. That's why I'm not a rapper. They be like, boo, get Trader Joe's out of here.
I don't know, fam. Get Trader Joe's out of here. Yo, wait. I love animals. Oh, you just hate plants, though. So much that you kill them and eat them. What's up with the love now? But
let's see.
All right. So
Kobe was son of Jelly Bean. Facts.
Ooh, nice. True.
Kobe the GOAT.
Able to gang, dance like butter. If you 11.0.12, that name is fire. If you 11.0.12 or higher, and I just say or higher because they might come up with an update tomorrow, but 11.0.12 is the highest version now. Hit me up to be a beta tester. Young Sandman Griffin. Listen, bro, you already know what it is. Facts. DM me. Just DM me, y'all podcast fan. Listen, Udra Freeze, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't be a last time listener. We need more female producers. We just need more producers in here, period. And the fact that you not only came in, but you brought young fly dance like butter. Come on, man. Come on, both of y'all. Welcome. Y'all like cousins. We're gonna pluck you in the back of the neck and we're gonna go eat some food.
And I enjoyed the jokes, so that was great.
Oh,
I always enjoy people with good sense of humor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. In case you can't tell, this is a laid back podcast. You literally just come to kick it with us on Friday, and we talk about producer stuff because we happen to be producers.
Yeah, but we're also very sarcastic, so it's going to be a lot of sarcasm going around.
It is. Yo, all right, real quick. I know we ended the show, but Drink Champs today, one of my favorite groups from the 90s on there, the Alcoholics. I love the Alcoholics. But that's Never mind. But it's ironic that when people get older, the things they talk about. So I'm listening to Drink Champs with a group called the Alcoholics, and I swear at least 45 minutes of it was dedicated to sobriety. Because one of them stopped drinking because he used to drink so much. So it was just weird listening to the Alcoholics on Drink Champs talk about sobriety from drinking. It was amazing.
When you first said the Alcoholics, I just thought you were talking about Nori. I was like, wait, what? What are you
the Alcoholics? AKA the host of Drink Champs.
Yeah, the host.
The actual group, the Alcoholics. Shout out to them, man. One of the most fun groups in hip hop, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna probably disappoint you. I have no idea who they are. Maybe if I hear the song.
I believe it. But yeah, they were fun. All they rapped about was like partying and beer. And they're from the West Coast. Amazing.
What if they never rapped about like alcohol? That would be so great. Like You be the alcoholics. Yeah, you just rap about mad positivity and like fitness and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like,
you know who was the biggest person to come out of that crew? He wasn't in the group, but they had a crew called the Liquid Crew. It was Exhibit. He was part of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, so that's his whole.
So he went from being an alcoholic to pimping rides.
Basically, wow. Yeah, you went straight from getting drunk to dealing with cars. Yeah, no quality check there. Yo, by the way, the Pimp My Ride joints, they was pimping people for real. Cause let something break down. You ain't fixing that, bro.
That dog is crazy.
How do we fix the radio in the fish tank in your trunk? I don't know. Because that's never been done before.
It's like, I know you're a mama for, so what we did is we put turntables in the back of your van. She's like, what am I gonna do with this? I gotta put my kids in here, bro. Let them figure it out.
Yo, okay, so two amazing things I see in the chat. First one is Sam said, when you mentioned alcoholics, I felt attacked. No, I'm talking about the 21 and over, aka Make Room, J-Ro, Tash, E Swift, those guys. Not you, sir. Not you. However, moving on to the second comment, Udra Free said, I'll be back and I'll be sharing the podcast and all my servers. I appreciate you. Hey. We certainly appreciate it. Good energy here. You hear that, bro? We got good energy.
Facts.
Food, another one.
He said, need Britney on Drink Champs? Britney who? Not Britney Spears. Please, not Britney Spears.
Oh, ain't right. Hey, listen, she just got out of her conservatorship.
Yeah, let Britney need to go on Drink Water Champs and Meditate Champs. Shout out to Britney, though. Man, classic albums, dog.
Facts. Quintino said Catastrophe got a joint. You heard? No, he was talking about coming out with a joint. I didn't hear it, but I ain't heard Tash in a minute. So for sure.
What you get into this weekend?
Fam, I've been getting wild texts all day, every day. I got to get off of here immediately, and I can't even just you know what I'm working on.
You on my side of, you got to come to my side of town?
I do, but I got to do something before I do that. I might not even get out to your side of town till like 3 a.m.
Dang, my dog working. Hey, bro,
it's
it's
nuts.
When Oracle say he working,
yeah. So I posted a nice little picture last night at midnight with some dunks on and all that.
He was
stuff.
flexing.
I was. I got to do more of that. And busy encouraged me to go extra stupid today. However, it's been that type of time for me, bro. I've been going to sleep at like taking my first nap at like 7 p.m. and then waking back up at between 11:30 and 2 and staying up till 6. And it's been like that for a while because I'm just trying to change life. That's all it is. That's all it is. I'm just trying to, not my life. I'm trying to change everybody's life.
I feel it. No, I feel it.
Yeah. So Trizza know what I'm working on.
Yeah. Just know it's big. It's a big project. Yeah. I'm cooking. I'm just, got a couple things.
Things. My ass. Trizza's bing bong.
Hey man, I'm just a
guy.
You
see his dogs in the yard? Just know he's upstairs going hard.
I'm just a guy trying to be a guy playing a guy. What do you say on Tropic Thunder?
I just do just like the dudes, beating up dudes, something like that.
Okay, this is about to turn into movie podcast. So let's get on.
That was great. All right, yeah, let's get out of here. Listen, it's been another episode of UnQuantized Podcast, the #1 podcast for producers by producers, and we will see you next week.
I am #1. 2 is not a winner.